Good evening. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing tonight? So I'm going to be doing an ancestral connection meditation with you all. Welcome. Welcome, Maria. Welcome, Jennifer. Welcome. Buenas noches. So here we are again. I'm so glad that you were able to join us. Hello. So I'm going to do an ancestral connection meditation for those that are just joining. And while we wait to be, maybe for others to join, I was thinking of getting a card. I mentioned last time that I always do a card. I pull an oracle card for myself. So I thought about pulling one with you, and we can do one together. Hi, Susie. So this is from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. And let's see what we pulled today. Again, if the message resonates with you, then that's wonderful. Let's see. So I'll do two cards. And the first one is Animal Guardian, Trust Your Instincts. And then the second one, Sky, Father, Trust the Unknown. So beautiful. I love oracle cards. I like the simple yet profound messages. And I like to imagine that these messages are just for me. That this is God's or the universe way of letting me know, encouraging me in whatever question or whatever doubt I'm having. So it's been a couple of minutes, so we're going to go ahead and get started. How are you all doing? So finally, Mercury retrograde is done. It's over. But then I was just talking to my friend about it, and she said, well, now it's a full moon, so now what? All the other crazy stuff's going to happen that happens on the full moon, so it's never ending, right? So, yes, thank goodness, it's over. And now the full moon is coming. So one of the things that I wanted to do, and as you know, one of the things that I like to just focus on, and some of the, I guess for my own spiritual practice, has been connecting with our ancestors. And I'm going to start off with a quote that I think just really says everything that I want to say, and it says it so beautifully. So I'm quoting Thich Nhat Hanh, and this quote goes like this: if you look deeply into the palm of your hand, you will see your parents and the generation of ancestors. All of them are alive in this moment, each present in you in this moment. You are the continuation of each of these people. And I love that, just because it really speaks to the concept that we are the embodiment of our ancestors. If you look at the color of your skin, your eyes, your hair color, even the generational patterns that have been passed on to us, our ancestors are very much here in this moment through us. Just the fact that you are here and that you look the way you look, that is them. The continuation and the manifestation of them through our lives. So when we connect with our ancestors, we are really connecting with ourselves. We are really coming home to ourselves, to that deep part within us. Our intuition is woken up, and we're able to tap into insights, and we're able to receive messages from our intuition, from our higher power, God. And it's just, it opens up another channel for us to receive messages and insights for our healing, or whatever you're struggling with at the moment. So this is why I'm so passionate about sharing the message that we do not have to be afraid of our ancestors. I think we've been conditioned to believe that our ancestors are, on its dark side, and it's part of the devil, and the programming has distanced us from that part that is so much who we are, and the continuation of us and ourselves, and the continuation of just our DNA, right, to our very cells, is that imprint of our ancestors. So that's why, I feel like it's such a powerful tool that we have available to us to help us heal. And unfortunately, it has been programmed to be seen as something dark, something scary, but you don't have to be scared of that. And this is why I'm doing this with you, to show you that this is something that you have available to you at any time. All you have to do is close your eyes, and you will be there. You will tap into that place, and you will be able to connect with your ancestors, or that ancestral lineage and wisdom that's within you. And today I'm actually going to be reading a meditation that was written by Resmaa Menakem. He wrote a book that is very, very famous book now. It's called My Grandmother's Hands. And his book is all about healing trauma in the body. And specifically, it was written for Black folks, people of color, and I just found a meditation here that I thought it was so beautiful and so well written, and I think it just opens that door, especially for those that are new to ancestral work. I think it's such a beautiful way and very gentle way to tap into that. So I'm going to be reading that, and that's going to be our meditation. And let's go ahead and get started with that. So I'm going to ask you to just close your eyes and see if you can find a quiet place at home, a bedroom, or somewhere where you won't be interrupted for at least 5 or 10 minutes. And start taking a few deep, gentle breaths. And just notice what's going on within you as you start breathing in and out. You're just noticing, and you're just observing your breath. You don't need to change the way you're breathing. You're just noticing. I'm going to invite you to visualize a white light shining down. This is a protective white light. And this white light is shining down on you. And imagine this light, little by little, covering your whole body. Very, very gently. It covers you, and it's protecting you in this moment. See yourself sitting with this light. If you're laying down, see yourself laying down with this light, and just allow it to take over. Feel the warmth of this light. Feel the safety of this light, and just be with this light for a few seconds. And sit with it for a few seconds longer. Take one deep breath in, And exhale. You are about to invite the presence of an ancestor. You don't know who this will be. You also don't know how they will appear. Perhaps it will be an image, a memory, a sensation in your body, or an emotion. All you know is that this person lived at least 3 generations before you and died before you were born. There might be a great-grandparent or an ancestor from the distant past. You do not choose who this will be. They will choose you. So sit quietly for a few seconds, following your breathing. Invite this unknown ancestor into your presence. And just notice. You're not going to plan to converse or interact. You don't need to try to figure out who this will be. Just observe this presence and notice how your body responds. You can say something like, I welcome you in this moment. My intention is to get to know you. And just sit with this for a few seconds. If your ancestor doesn't appear quickly, that's fine. Just continue sitting, taking gentle breaths, and just give this ancestor a bit longer to connect. Take a deep breath in. You're just noticing, you're just observing. And there is no right or wrong. Take a deep breath in. If an image appears, what do they look like? Do you get a sense of a male or female energy? Do you get a sense of how old they are? If the image is clear enough, do you get a sense of what they're wearing? What is the expression on their face? Just keep noticing, keep observing. Just take it all in. Do they seem safe and settled? Do they seem happy? Do they seem fearful, distressed? Are they moving? What are they doing? Are they alone or with others? Just observe, just notice. There is no right or wrong. Allow your imagination to help you in this process. Whether your ancestor appears in an image or in some other form, how does your body experience this presence? Does your body feel comforted? Does your body feel relaxed? Does it feel loved? Does it feel afraid? Does your body want to move toward or away from your ancestor? Does your body want to hold this ancestor or push them away? Notice what comes up and just go with that. There's no right or wrong. We're just observing. Take a few deep breaths. Notice what's coming through, any messages, other insights. Take a deep breath in. When you are ready, say thank you to your ancestor for coming through and visiting you tonight. If at any time your ancestor's presence feels threatening, gently but firmly just send them away and take a few deep breaths. Just notice your breath. And one more time, say thank you and say goodbye. Take a few deep breaths. Come back to your body and your breath. Feel the protective white light. And very slowly return yourself to the here and now. Orient yourself to the room by slowly looking around. And just notice how I feel. If you did this meditation since the beginning, if you've been with us since the beginning of this meditation, how was this for you? What did you notice before, during, and after? Journal about it, write it down. I found some of the messages and insights that I've received when I'm doing this type of meditation. I found these messages so profound and so spot on. Sometimes the messages come through just in one word. Sometimes it just says rest, sleep, very concrete things. Other times it comes in through just a sense of knowing, a message that you just know that doesn't necessarily have words. You may just feel a feeling, a sense of joy, or not. It could be feeling another emotion such as sadness. There is no right or wrong. Whatever came through for you, just take it in as a message and write it down and review it from time to time. And remember, this is always available to you at any time. Honestly, it was hard to see her, but like I felt like her in my ears. Oh no, that's not weird at all. It's a sensation. So some folks experience it more in terms of a body sensation, but you were able to experience something, right? And and you said her, so you got a sense that it was more of a female energy. So they were perhaps whispering something to your ear, perhaps trying to connect. And it could just mean that you need more practice doing this so you can get more of that clear messaging. And there's times I've been doing this, I've been doing ancestral work for about 8, almost 10 years. And every time is, I wouldn't say every time, but I do get different sensations. Sometimes it's a very clear image. One of the things that I've noticed from my own experience Yes, there is an owl. Can you hear? Yeah, you could hear it. Yes. You could see one? Oh my goodness. I can't. Yeah, there were two. When I was doing the meditation, they were going back and forth. It was a little distracting. You can hear it. Yeah, it was pretty loud. I heard two. So that was pretty that was pretty amazing. I know my grandmother was she loved owls, and that's the first thing that came to mind. Oh, in your not okay, in your meditation. That's so interesting. Yeah, they were right. I heard too right outside my window. So yeah, so amazing, right? But what I was sharing with you is that I've been doing this for a long time, and the messages come through differently. But one of the things that I have noticed just in my experience is that I do tend to have a go-to image, a go-to scene, and that seems to be what comes to mind immediately. And it's a scene, it's a particular person, and it's in a particular house, and I close my eyes and I'm instantly there. It doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes, like I said, I just feel the breeze. Sometimes I just feel the nature around me. I hear sounds like we were hearing today, just the owl. But the more you practice this, the more that you'll see a pattern emerge for you, because everyone is going to have a different response and a different experience. And that's a beautiful thing about doing ancestral work. So it's going to be so unique and so different to you. So thank you for joining. Thank you for being here. I do plan to dive in a little bit deeper in some of the offerings that I'm going to be having in the next few months, just because I'm very passionate about this. I've been doing it for a long time, and just now I'm starting to feel comfortable sharing it, just because there is so much there's just so much a lot of misconception. I know that just even within my own family, sometimes this is not something that they understand why I do this, and so I'm starting to open up more to this idea of sharing this knowledge, this wisdom that I've accumulated in the years of practice. Very gently, like I said, we started with a very gentle meditation that I found so helpful for myself. Even though I've been doing this for a while, I just love the way he put it together. So I plan to do more. I've done a couple in the past. Next week I'm going to do another one. This one's going to be, I've done it before, so it's going to be the second time around. I'm planning to expand on what I did the first time with connecting with our ancestors to help us heal our inner child. Like I said, I did it once before a couple months ago, and I figure out other ways to just enhance it, make it better. So I'm going to be offering that again next week. So I hope that you, if it's something that's interesting, I hope that you join me for that. And if you can't, it's going to be on Monday from 8 to 9:15ish. And if you can't join, the replay will be available if you want to watch it at your own time. I found doing it at the same time with everyone in community is just so powerful. But a lot of times we just can't make it. We just can't do it, and that's why I'm going to have the replay available. So thank you for joining today, and I will be back tomorrow at the same time, 9:30, and hopefully we can once again come together in community and connect with our ancestors. Have a wonderful night, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow. You're welcome. Welcome.